that we were going to talk shows. So let's go back downstairs to my computer. And I decided we're going to move around a little bit because that will be most like what the lives are really like with me. Even though this is pre-recorded, and even though Erica's not here live with y'all, you still get the essence because Erica gonna be Erica, okay? All right, so we're at my desk and we're gonna pull up. Ooh, hold on. Well, actually, let's get the notebook first. And this is where the questions are. I mean, the outline is. So for the series I told you guys about yesterday, I took this notebook and I wrote down the outline for the first 10 episodes, or the first season will be 10 episodes, right? And honestly, you can do it however you want. My process when it comes to screenwriting has shifted a lot, and I'm still figuring out a lot as it pertains to this. So I'm showing you this now, but this is the very first time that I've done it in this way. I've done beat sheets before, I've done outlines. I'm more likely before this to just go straight to the page and start beating out dialogues and scenes that come to mind, and then stringing them together and coming back and doing beat sheets to pull the whole idea together. But this time around, I actually wrote out episodes. So episode 1, and each one has basically like 3 major beats, and the blue is another day when I came in to like adjust after I wrote all of this in the black. But episodes 1 all the way down to episode 10, again 3 beats per episode. Let me check this real quick. Oh, that's just okay. And like I said, it is the story of a woman who has to make the choice about abortion, and she is the love interest of a interestingly complicated man. And through this story, we explore what it means to truly love somebody, what lengths would you go to when you really love somebody, but then also how does that look and how do you balance and navigate being deeply in love with somebody, but also really, really wanting to love and show up for yourself. And I love it. Like the first episode, we're going through her first 48 hours and she's doing a consideration period for making the actual decision, avoids him, and then breaks up over the phone, and we get to see her try to keep her normal life, which reminds me a little bit of somebody who's been stressing me out over on All American Homecoming, Miss I just want to be normal, I just want to be normal, I just want to be normal, as Simone Hicks, but I digress. And it's crazy because I wrote those beats out, right? But when I sat down and, when I was on the plane, I started to write the scenes in the script. The first scene is not any of these beats, so I still have to figure out, and I still want these beats in it. I have to figure out how I'm going to integrate those. I'm going to open up Final Draft right now, y'all, so that you can see. Oh, let me close that. Whew. I'm opening up Final Draft for y'all, and that's where the script is. Oh, it popped up over here. And I just have Final Draft 11. I think right now they're on Final Draft 12 or 13, but child, I bought it a while ago, and I'm not buying a new Final Draft every single year. It's literally called Untitled Series because I have not named it yet. But this is where we are at. I only have 6 pages. Can you guys see that? 6 pages and spelling errors, as you can see. And I will, I guess, read you the first scene. Oh, or the first opening. This is just me throwing it down on the page. It's not edited and formatted exactly how I want, but Final Cut does a lot of the basic formatting for you. I'm also going to open up my notes because while I was on the airplane, I'm eating this banana, y'all. I wrote a bunch of questions, right? Like, just a bunch of questions that I felt like was going to help me unpack what was going on in the series and like who these characters were, what their backstory is going to be, and all of that. So, like, here's those are. And I don't even know how many questions it was. I just kept writing. Can you guys see that? All of these questions, I wrote them on a plane. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. 60 questions. 60 questions, and I'm using it as like part of my developmental process. I'm gonna read you some of these questions just so you can get a hint for like what they're like. And I suggest you create this if you are creating something from scratch and you're really trying to dial in and get super specific, and whether you struggle with the character development or not, right? Okay. And honestly, these questions just came to mind. I won't ask these questions about every single character and every single script that I write, but this is what came up for the story that I'm trying to tell. These are the questions that if I can answer these, I know that I'm going to have really, 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 really great shit on the page. Okay. I start off basic, very basic, but then it gets better. So, first question, where is she from? Second, where is he from? How did they meet? How long have they dated? How many times have they broken up before this series starts? Is he her dream guy? Is she his dream girl? What does she want to be when she grows up? When did she discover this dream? How badly does she want it? What will she do if she never achieves it? Ooh, that one right there. If you think about your character and you know your character wants this thing or has this big goal, and you ask yourself as the writer, what would this character do if they don't ever achieve or manifest that thing? And you sit in that space, that gives you so many places that you could go in reference to getting them very close up to that, as you're trying to create the journey of them trying to get there, and taking the audience with them on the edge of like what that potentially looks like. It just helps you color out the whole world. Anyway, what will she do when she does achieve it? What is she most ashamed of? What is she most proud of? What is a secret she has never shared with him? What is a secret she desperately wants to tell him but can't? Those things right there be giving you meat and potatoes for episodes. Like, if you got an episode where the theme could be one thing, but ultimately she wants to tell him something and can't tell him, i.e. she pregnant, you cooking with something right there. And if there's another secret that you're hiding, but you can't tell him this secret, then you ultimately offer up the other one and hopefully distract and like to deflect. That gives you so much to work with as a writer. Does she feel safe with him? People be in love every day, and don't actually feel safe with the person. Does she feel safe with herself? Who is the person she feels most safe with in this world? What scares her? What makes her happy? What was the most traumatic moment from her childhood? What was the most joyous moment from her childhood? What does she need at this exact moment, at the exact moment the series starts? Does she cry? If so, how often? What motivates him? What scares him? And this is for the guy and the girl who are the main people of this show. What does he look up to in this life? What does he hate most in this life? What is the one thing that he is most proud of? What makes him feel deep shame? What does he feel he can count on most? Which parent does he love the most and why? What is his favorite place in the world? Where does he feel most safe? How comfortable is he with expressing his feelings? What makes him frustrated? What makes him angry? What makes him happy? What will his life look like when he knows that he's made it? What will happen if he never makes it? Does he have a mission for his life? If so, what is it? What or who does he feel the biggest opposition to him completing his mission? Does he want a family? Does she want a family? How badly does he want children? How badly does she want to be a mom? Y'all, if y'all listen to the nuance and the differences in those particular questions, how badly does he want children? How badly does she want to be a mom? They seem like they are the exact same questions, but when you really are in your bag of character development and you think about it and you're going to answer it as specifically as possible, that gives you so much to work with. And I literally was just thinking about questions that I feel like would help evoke as much as possible to work with, to be able to fill in my 10 episodes. What is the one thing he can't wait to do with his child if he wants them? What's the number one lesson she wants to teach her child if she wants them? When was the last time she felt broken? When was the last time he felt defeated? When was the last time he felt accomplished? When was the last time she felt loved? How does he show his love? How does she express her love? How does he recognize love from others? How does she need to be loved by others? Does she feel beautiful? Does he feel desired? Who is her best friend? Those are the 60 questions, and I think that that's a great place to end. I will actually hopefully have in the description box down below a link for these questions if you actually want to get the list of them and use them if you're writing something right now that's similar in reference to having a male or female lead, or you can just switch the pronouns and the gender or whatever around and use it for your character development period. The next live on day 131, I will take you guys through the first 7 pages, which is what I've already written. I'm not going to be working on the script while I'm on my Silent 72 because I would have to use my computer to do it, and I'm not on my computer. But when I get back, I cannot wait to flesh this out, and then you guys have already been introduced to it, so maybe we'll do a writing session as one of the lives sometime next week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed this. Again, feel free to drop a comment down below so that I can see it when I come back. And I thank you guys. See you tomorrow in the next Live.